I just got up. I better open up my eye. Now, in case you can't tell from the title, this is a very special vlog. 5 years of Bronycon. This is year 5. And I still remember my first Bronycon. There's your Kermit the Frog. Ah, damn, I just missed it. But, I still remember my first Bronycon back in 2014. I only went Saturday that year. 2015 I went for Friday and Saturday, and then ever since 2016 I've been going every day. And all of the cons that followed it. Bronycon's what started it all, so this vlog definitely means something. For me, at least. Anyway, so we're gonna be meeting up with the peoples that I always meet up with there, and then as some of you know, I'm part of the Bronycon podcast, and we're actually gonna be meeting one more member of the Bronycon. If you remember back in Nightmare Nights, we met Kanata. Well, it's not him we're seeing this time, sadly. This time we're gonna be meeting Endless Nonsense. So that should be definitely interesting. I don't think we'll be seeing her until Friday. Today's obviously Thursday. But, yeah, this should be a very interesting con. And I look forward to what it has in store. And I will see you there. And now I am on a plane. Good evening, Baltimore. That doesn't work. I found peoples. I always find peoples. There's gonna be one more people tomorrow. But, yay. Screw Bronycon. We're going to Larson Land.
No, it's been canceled.
Stickers! They're doing stickers again! We're at the con center, by the way. I don't know why I'm talking like this. This is a flag! If this is the person waving the flag, you won't get the fuck out. Reed!
I hit that cap with it. I'll take you out as well.
Reed!
I got my badge. Got my badge. We all got our badges.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you'll show off.
Shell out. Yeah, shell out.
This person here is gonna make me read this entire vlog.
Look at all these plushies. Though.
Yeah,
I got it
look at all
before
this.
The con's even open.
Yeah,
Look at this. The con hasn't even started.
I finally got one of these. Well, guys, doesn't look like Five Guys an option this year. They decided to shut it down.
Maybe it's just like temporary.
That seriously sucks, though. And now we wait in the line for opening ceremonies. Nightmare Nights is blaring, apparently. have found Mr. Screen.
Bronycon?
Got it. I have found the crazy one. This is endless nonsense. Unfortunately, we have no Crimson or Solarium, whatever he goes by these days. But yeah, con time! Yay! There. I'm gonna troll Lightning Bliss yet again.
It's over there.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait just a little bit.
Okay.
How you doing, sir?
Here a second. We're gonna have fun in this line. Hi.
$100, you gotta be kidding. Just watch it.
Let's get to this.
How much are we gonna make Blissey read? Oh, can't show it. Can't show it. That always seems to be the thing I'm bad at. Dr. Wolf's back there too, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh, I see him.
And like I said earlier, Maddie is behind there.
Oh, I've seen everything. Oh, see, that's actually
The doctor is going to disapprove of this highly, but you know what? He's going to have to accept it.
Let's see.
Is that a metallic strap?
I think so. You know it's sad when more people notice the blank within your customer character.
So like last year, this is taking longer than I thought it would, but that happens.
Sign my shirt.
Sure. 1 second. Let me sign this first. Oh my gosh, I just realized what this is. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, believe me,
No, wait a second.
Back to the future.
The future.
Professor Todd. Marty McFlip.
Marty McFlip. So you need to write Great Scott.
No, I'm fine.
And he wants you to sign the D&D crew on the back of the shirt.
Alright, ready?
I always thought shining shirts was Larson's job.
There you go. No problem. Hi. Nice. How are you doing, dude?
Yeah, good. I can find everyone I personally know, but not a lot of people here.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yes, feel free to browse. My sales presses are right there. I'm having an auction on Twig.
Oh, that is some really good soda though. It was coming to
That is bound to come over here eventually. Where's my silver pen? My silver pen has gone missing. Oh, where was this? Yep, there it is.
Let's see.
This is amazing, dear. This is amazing.
Thank you for allowing me to be evil.
Yeah, no problem.
If you remember, I did this to you last year too, with the last century one.
Yeah, I got over it. Thank you.
All right, so what do you got for sale?
Well, I got my prints, I got pillows, I got some Twinkie, 3 Twink slaps, 2 Pussy slaps. I have new badges and pins and buttons. I'm also selling these shadow boxes. I apologize. Normally people don't call me unless it's over. What's going on? Is this an emergency?
Wait, do I stop now or?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I do that?
Wow. 2012. All right, we see some more veterans. 2013. Okay. 2014.
Yeah!
2015. 2019. Time travelers, we found you. We found you to show the shelf song.
So who here has never been to a Hooves Line panel at a Brony convention before? Of those people,
you are in for a treat.
how many of you know the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? So essentially, that's what we're doing, a little bit more honified.
Yes.
And we have no idea what's going to be coming up. In fact,
I have the games ready.
I'm taking Dusty's job right now. Should we get this started?
I believe we can. I mean, we're still waiting for. Where's Gabe? For Black Griffin.
I know where he is. I just don't know why he's still there.
Why is Gamora? Do you want to go ahead and get this one, I suppose?
We could get started if Gabe would show up.
Let's wait a few more minutes. We can keep talking.
Because he's in the first game, I gotta have him.
What's that?
Gabe's in the first game, I gotta have him.
Oh, we have to wait then. We'll wait a few more moments, all right? Until then, we'll keep talking to you. How about that?
I like talking.
Have you all been enjoying the recent season of My Little Pony?
Yeah!
Oh, okay. Favorite episodes?
They have names?
The times they are a changeling.
Very good. Very good.
So I want to know,
how many out there think that Naysay is only another plot by a very small mouse to take over a world?
Yeah, Naysay.
That's what I thought too.
That's the snake pony, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the snake pony, yeah.
What were you going to ask? You're on to something.
I forget.
You forget?
I had the most excellent flight here. It only took me 12 hours to get here from LA.
That's really fast, actually.
Yeah, back in the day, people wouldn't be complaining. But yeah, we got stuck in like Las Vegas and then Ohio. Oh no. I don't know which one's worse. But yeah, no, it's so I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep. So yeah. How many of you have been up for more than 24 hours at this point? So there you go. I'm not out of good company.
How many of you have seen M.A. Larson so far at this convention?
Yeah, sadly.
How many of you have been signed by M.A. Larson at this convention? Is he signing people this time? Is he writing on Sharpie? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Sharpie is signing.
He'll ink you up. Yeah, right, where's Gabe? He's on his way, Lord willing. We might try to do some improv and just go on without him here.
Okay, so I'm making a executive decision right here and right now. Gabe is out of first game. If you're gonna be tardy, you're out. So. That would be Sax Brony, and thank you, my man. Thank you for that. So, for the first game, I'm going to bring up Saber Race and Silverquill. Come on back up here to the stage. Come on back up. Yeah, you guys! Amazing, you were just here.
I didn't even know I was part of this.
Yes.
Before we start, I want to do some introductions. Dusty Cat is our host this evening. Yay! We have the late, beautiful AC Race Best. The handsome and dashing Silverquill. And Black Griffin. Oh.
Dashingly handsome Black Griffin.
And I'm Saber Spark, and we are so happy to have you all here today. We're going to get into this first game. Dusty, what are we doing today?
First game tonight is going to be Quick Change. The Quick Change game has our 3 contestants. Saber, Race, Silver. Come on up.
Let's do it.
This is a scene where they will be acting this out. And when I say change, they have to reverse the scene as to what they just said. So, the scene being, here we go. Chrysalis, Saber. You are attempting to obtain the elements of harmony with Fluttershy. Race. And Twilight, Silverquill. So you are the good Fluttershy and Twilight, and you're trying to get the elements of harmony.
But I love it. And these guys are actually with me for their question, right? But hey Gabe, again, we're not stalking you. This is Luxness. This is the person who drew that picture at the other panel. Yes. Yeah. I love that picture. Thank you. No.
And in the acrobatic show, we have Black Griffin.
Yeah!
I wish my mother would hug me like that. Hello. So, question for all of you. Who is the superior con artist? Nick Wilde or Capper? Go.
I'm gonna just say Capper, just because I know Capper better.
I'm going Nick Wilde. Yeah, he's got it. Nick played her. He faked out Judy bad, man. He got her so bad. Yeah. And then have her pay for it too. Yeah. Thank you. Hello. Hi. What's your favorite pony? Who is our favorite pony? Is that even a question? It's Fluttershy. She's the best. I don't care what anyone says. Fluttershy. All day, every day, Fluttershy. Get up here.
I got something. It's already go.
31, 32, 33, 34, and 35 on deck.
It's instrumental or normal? Okay. Seconds next.
at least now?
It's maybe close. Look at the side.
Make it hurt quick.
There's a possibility you probably might not be going to that. But you want to come back tomorrow? Because if we don't show me this,
Thank you. I got food. This is person. Is everybody enjoying their food?
Yes, as you see, mine is gone.
Yeah, food is gone. Food is almost gone. Everyone's eating. I don't know. Oh, you can't. Oh, is John Cena here? I don't see him. I don't see him anywhere. Do you guys see him? I thought he was announced. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. And just how is anyone supposed to do this exactly? Seriously?
His formals in the room.
Hey, you doing okay there, Rainbow Dash?
Yeah, he's going to the front desk right now.
Hey, you look a little,
down real quick. Let's see what happens.
I don't know how to describe your condition.
Oh my god.
Okay, she appears to be back to normal now. Well then.
Thank God. Okay, let's go overhead.
What the hell?
Okay,
Oh my god.
Is it a pony? Hello? Can anyone hear me? What?
So I take it you're 100% a male? Do you work for the show staff?
You down and 8 to go. And
Do we jump in with answers when we know them? When we think we know them?
you do know them, yes.
No, but if I think I know who it is, am I supposed to shout it? Is it like
Yes, go ahead.
Is it Pinky?
Say it one more time.
Is it Pinky?
Are you Pinky?
Very convincing.
It is a pony. Yes. I'm just working through this right now. Is it my turn?
It is. 3 down, 7 to go.
Scribbler, you already won?
No.
Why? I
Don't
thought
know.
we were going to the left.
I know, maybe it's punishment for stealing your ass earlier. Is it a filly?
Is it a what?
Filly.
Are you a Billy?
That was, I couldn't tell what article that was. Was it a yes or a no? Audience, if it was a no, it was a no. Thank you. You are a pony. That doesn't count as a question. But you don't work for the show My Little Pony. But you're here at Bronycon. Are you a pony on a different show? And if so, why are you here?
I think you're only allowed to ask yes and no questions.
Oh. Are you a Pegasus?
6 down and 4 to go.
Are you an earth pony? Oh.
I think we know what's going on now.
Yeah.
7 down
Do we? I hope you do.
No, I don't. I'm confused by it at the moment. Because it's someone that we'll recognize. And it's someone who is not on the show, but who is a pony and not a filly.
It seemed to have to be a grown-up unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because not a Pegasus, not an earth pony.
Not a Pegasus, not an earth pony.
Now, are you also a person?
Seems like a bonus question. Thank you for that. Are you from Vancouver?
No.
5 down and 5 to go.
We don't know who's next.
You know we're blindfolded, right?
Is it Lena?
Is it who?
Lena Hall?
No, it is not Lena Hall.
Oh.
6 down, 4 to go.
Is it Auntie Tara? So, just a logistical question, because I don't really understand how the game works so well. But is the person representing the person so they?
No, this is an actual person. So you're guessing your person who is a.
Is the person who is the person in the room going to and all that?
Yes, they are in the room, and is the person. They're not dressed as a pony that you're trying to guess.
Okay.
It is a real person. You're guessing the name on a driver's license.
That was my question.
Are you a community guest?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I got a yes. Okay, does that mean I get to go again?
Yeah, you haven't guessed yet.
Like it returns? Okay. Is it lost?
Can we take our blindfolds off? Yes. Can we take our blindfolds off? Thank you. Just so everyone knows what was going on here, she was originally supposed to be on the panel.
Threw me off.
She was originally supposed to be on the panel. We decided it might be a little bit funny to mess with Magpie and have her over here first before joining them over there. So, I'm glad we made that work.
I know. If I didn't get it, I'd be
It looks like we have our next contestant. So this was actually staffers. They do not need to be blindfolded. This is someone who you will not know what they are doing by looking at them. But they definitely do have some interesting hobby or occupation. So if Challenger can come out and sign in, please.
Wait, do we have to blindfold?
Come on, guys, applaud for him.
No blindfold.
Meaning you.
I could rock this all day. What are you talking about?
Can't see that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're just technical stuff.
Okay, so we have mics, but we still have no computer audio.
Guys, did you know we're How's everybody doing this time?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
I am checking everything.
The boiler.
Oh yeah, there we go. Hey guys, we have audio for the audiobook panel. Wow.
Yeah.
So are we all set with the screens? I can't see.
Yeah.
All right. Still got a few people filtering in.
Introduction. Once upon a time, in the magical land of Equestria, there came an era when the ideals of friendship gave way to greed, selfishness, paranoia, and a jealous reaping of dwindling space and natural resources. Lands took up arms against their neighbors. The end of the world occurred much as we had predicted. The world was plunged into an abyss of balefire and dark magic. The details are trivial and pointless. The reasons, as always, purely our own. The world was nearly wiped clean of life. A great cleansing. A magical spark struck by pony hooves quickly raged out of control. Mega spells rained from the skies. Entire lands were swallowed in flames and fell beneath the boiling oceans. Ponykind was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the ambient radiation that blanketed the lands. A quiet darkness fell across the world. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue for another bloody chapter in pony history. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as stables. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Stable 2, for on that fateful day, when spellfire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Stable 2 swung closed and never reopened. Fallout Equestria, written by K-Cat, read by Jesse Nowak.
Let's give it up for Jesse, everybody.
Yeah!
And a special shout out to our music guy, Seventh Element. He's not here, but he did a great job on that music as well.
Listening to my own voice so much.
Well, get ready for this panel. This panel is going to be pure torture for Jesse, and I'm so sorry.
I'm just going to be beat red in half the photographs, and then half the photographs are fine.
So, welcome everyone to the Fallout Equestria audiobook panel. My name is Professor Starshine. If you checked out our Indiegogo when it was running last year, you probably saw a video of me as a purple unicorn telling you all about this thing we wanted to do, which was to make a professional quality Fallout Equestria audiobook. How many of you were in on that, by the way? How many were backers? Thank you so much. Yeah. Couldn't have happened without it. So what we're hoping to do today at the panel is just kind of go through, we're going to kind of have a quick overview of what the project is. We're going to go through all of us who are working on it, kind of give a status update for where the project's at, and then we've got a special treat for you all, which is a exclusive premiere, Stable 24. So if you read Fallout Equestria, you know there was a section where kind of Calamity and Little Pip go exploring through a Stable 24. We're soon going to be kind of just releasing that whole section publicly, and you're going to get a sneak peek of that today.
How many of you have never read Fallout Equestria?
Okay, we will try not to be too spoiled.
We will try to keep the spoilers to a minimum.
And finally, we're going to have a Q&A. So there should be note cards being passed around. Are those people gotten those?
Yep, there's note cards and there should be pens working their ways down.
Pens circulating.
So, well.
Nick, shut up.
We get those up a little bit later, so you guys got some time to grab note cards from the guy at the door. Pens will make their ways down to you shortly.
So keep passing those pens around until you grab one, or we will find you.
All right, so what is the project? Well, I mean, put simply, it's just a plan to create a professional quality Fallout Equestria audiobook. You know, I think Fallout Equestria is near and dear to all of our hearts up here, and have the opportunity to make something that, you know, wouldn't be out of place if you have like a library of Audible books or something. To be able to listen to it when you're in the car, or just, you know, in situations where maybe you wouldn't normally read. I know I get car sick, I get air sick, so even if I'm not the one driving, I can't really read. You know, I took a flight out here and I couldn't read on it, but I could listen to an audiobook. So audiobooks are kind of special to me for that reason.
How many of you actually drove to this convention?
Yeah.
You will all have an audiobook to listen to one of these days.
It's also a charity fundraiser. So the very first thing we did in this project was got in touch with K-Cat and said, hey, you know, we'd like to do this, but, you know, money is going to be involved in all this. It's going to be hiring a voice actor. You know, is that all right? And K-Cat's response was just that, you know, it's fine as long as we're doing the whole thing not for profit. So that's what we're doing. Any money we have left over at the completion of the project is going to get donated. And it's also a labor of love. Again, this is a story that's near and dear to all of us. I think that goes for everyone in the room. So we think the story deserves to have this kind of treatment. You know, just like it deserved to have that wonderful print project, which I don't know if there's any of the print project people here, but you know, I think all of us love that, and we're going to love having a professional quality audiobook as well.
Impossible, where are you?
So what really makes the project different from a typical fan project is the fact that because we raise money to do it, we can have, you know, contracts we can actually pay our talent. You know, and it's not a, you know, Jesse, can you please work on this thing that's going to take you forever and we can't pay you anything, but we'd really like it to exist. It's a, you know, look, we raised some money, you know, we can hire a VA and we'd love to have you do it. And, you know, that's a big difference from just hoping and praying that someone will donate an absurd amount of time of their lives volunteering to it. I only know one person that crazy, and he's sitting right here.
And can I say, it was kind of like a dream. Like, because it was like, hey, can we pay you to do this book that you really like? I'm like, oh my God, yeah. Is it Christmas and my birthday at once?
Yeah, and since it's like a paid, you know, project contracts, like it's gonna get done. Maybe not as quickly as we originally would have hoped.
RIP radio play.
Yeah, RIP radio play, exactly. Because, you know, the radio play was amazing, but
fantastic.
You know, but when it's a fan project and people are just volunteering, it's harder to make sure something like that gets done. So the charity, I mentioned it was charitable. Any money we have left over, which actually we are on track to have some money left over, so good job on me budgeting. You know, it's going to be donated to the International Physicians for the Prevention of Nuclear War. We thought this was the most appropriate charity for a fallout book. So they're a obviously non-profit and Nobel Prize-winning advocacy organization. They're worldwide. They've got affiliates in 64 countries. So, you know, they do good work, and we're happy to be supporting them. We're also going to be raising a little bit more money for them in a way that we're going to kind of explain in a few slides here.
So let's look at the team.
All right, so we'll go into detail on everyone up on stage, but let's go over real quick. I'm going to cover the people who aren't up here. Our artist, Hiyoshiru. So if you've seen any of the project art so far, mostly there's that one picture of little Pip holding up a little Macintosh with a candle out in the background. It's really cool. It's fantastic. Yeah. So if you've seen that was Hiyoshiru. She's also literally last night sent us the final of the poster. So again, how many of you had some backers in the audience? Any of you who got the poster? I think basically the lowest reward tier, you at least got the digital poster art. So we're going to show that to you for the first time. It came out amazing. And we're going to be using that artwork for the poster, probably for like the limited edition vinyl record, the CD artwork, things like that. So that's really cool. Seventh Element, that's the composer. So you heard that music at the beginning. You know, he does amazing work, and he was extremely generous with the, you know, hey, we'd be interested in using some of your work for this.
And then you sent us like 7 CDs.
Yeah. He sent us like 7 CDs. He's like, and let me get you, you know, I can get you some background tracks without the voice work in it, so you can have, you know, background, because you can't have, you know, voice work and as a background song. So, no, he's been great. We're going to have a second voice actor. That was one of our stretch goals, and we did hit that goal. We're kind of holding off on that until we're almost done with Jesse's work. And the reason for that is, you know, a lot of, if you're doing things kind of quickly and you're like, well, I want to have multiple VAs, I'll just send out the script to this person, send out the script to this person, they'll do the voice work. And the problem with doing that is that they don't play off each other. The VAs can't play off each other. So one VA might interpret the scene one way, and another might think it's a completely different mood. So by having, we can't have Jesse and another VA in the same room playing off each other. So we're doing the next best thing, which is letting Jesse do all of it, and then the other VA can hear what Jesse did and work off of that. So that's why we haven't really still to be announced on that. And finally, our backers. Again, without the backers, this would never have happened. So thank you all again.
Another round of applause for you guys.
With that, let's start out with Jesse.
Oh, yeah, another shot.
It's a great shot.
It's me. Did you want me to say something?
If you want. You don't have to.
Hello. I started playing Little Pip originally in the radio play, and I didn't know anything about Fallout Equestria when I first got the audition. And I think one of the audition lines was Luna's title Mayor Heat line, and I was like, what am I getting myself into? What is this? Like, explain this a little bit more. And they were like, we probably should have. And then afterwards I started reading it once I had gotten cast, and I was like, this is great, I love this. And I don't play Fallout, so this is
Neither do I.
it's a very interesting experience getting involved with the book and then watching my friends play Fallout. And I'm like, that's a Pip book, and they're like, close. So yeah, working on this, it's been incredibly fun. It's been a huge challenge because I've never done an audiobook before, and I'm not quite used to switching from voice to voice to voice. Usually I get cast as like maybe 2 or 3, and then we go through and do all of their lines separately. But with this, it's like, okay, take a breather, then do this voice, take a breather, do that voice. So it's been incredibly challenging, but in a really cool way, because sometimes as an actor, if you stay in your comfort zone, you don't really grow or learn or anything. And this is like really, really good, because I needed a challenge. I was bored.
Glad to provide it. All right, next up we have our editor, Red Star.
Yeah, I'm the edgelord on screen over there. Yeah, I'm ready for that. What?
Where's that fourth chaos?
Yeah, I'm doing all the editing for this audiobook, so I get to listen to Jesse talk and talk and talk. And
I'm sorry.
No, these samples I've gotten, everything we've done up to this point, the voice work has been fantastic, and it's been a pleasure to edit it. But then we reached a stretch goal with the sound effects and the male VA, and I'm just sitting there watching my free time like go down the journey. But I'm doing my best to really bring you guys a professional quality audiobook here, so far it has been very good, and you'll hear that coming up near the end of the panel.
Oh, and right now, actually.
And right now.
So if you've been following the Indiegogo, you've probably heard this clip already, but if you haven't, this is just kind of to show off the sound effects work, and it really adds a lot.
Looking to my Pip Buck again, I noticed that it was picking up several radio transmissions. The radio broadcast from Stable 2 was dark, but new stations had taken its place. My heart leapt, for it was the first indication that there might be pony life out here after all. I nudged the Pip Buck to start playing the first station on the list.
Still sealed up. There is no way inside. My son, he ate one of the apples from those damn apple trees up near the stable, and now he's terribly sick. Too sick to move. We pulled up at the cistern near the old memorial. We're running out of food and medical supplies. Please, if anybody hears this, help us. Message repeats. Hello? Is there any pony out there?
when he had already given up hope and was just going through the motions. That is when I noticed the sock looking to my pip-buck again, looking to my pip-buck again.
So, can we just give a round of applause for Jesse on this?
Yeah!
For that clip specifically, there were several takes of it, and that clip just captured so much of that terrible resignation that little kid was talking about. Even I sat back, a single tear, ran down my face, and sitting there at my computer trying to edit this. But I really like to play around with the filters and the different sound effects and the deluxe edition that you guys all arranged from the stretch goals for your backers. That's going to include all that fun stuff, so keep a look out for that.
And by the way, whenever I hear that clip and I hear the message repeats, I think that's a computer voice. No, that's Jesse. Jesse just switched between that voice and it's amazing. I don't even know how you can do that with a voice. So that's why you get someone like Jesse to do the voice work.
Jesse, do you want us to keep talking about you more?
Yes, this is the best panel I've ever been on. Stop, keep going.
All right, well, next up, Top Plush.
Nice to meet you all. So I'm Top Plush. I'm the head of PR for all this, so if you guys have messaged the Indiegogo at all or followed our Twitter or anything, that's all me. So anytime you want to ask questions or something, I'm usually the guy who's going to be answering those. Besides that, as the name implies, I'm making all the plushes for the plush tiers that some of our backers have got here. So a little prototype dip right now. It's almost finished. I'm working through all of those, just all student selection for most of those guys.
Top Plush. This is not Nico's panel. She is naked.
Shame. So that's all the fun good of that, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the plushes and the reward tiers and that a little bit later. So let's push that back over to Nick there.
All right. So speaking of physical rewards,
that brings it to me. I'm the one that's making the things that are not plushes. So pip-bucks, the toasters for those of you who are in those reward tiers, some of the just Raider items, toaster repair items, those sort of things. Those will come to me.
So yeah, those of you not familiar with the Indiegogo, so we ran a crowdfunding campaign with rewards like plushies and
pip-bucks,
as would be appropriate for a Fallout thing.
Yeah, so if you get a reward that you're not cuddling with, it's probably because
just not the cuddly sword.
Yeah, cuddles, no cuddles.
Yeah.
We'll be taking questions at the end.
Yeah, if you have questions, find the notepads wherever they are, and write your question on those. And if it's for a specific person, you can put their name at the top, and we'll sort those out. We also have our artist. So obviously she's not up on stage with us. He or she lives out in Russia. I don't think, has she ever made it to Bronycon?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, I thought so. I think she'd like to. But I mentioned earlier, she sent us the final poster artwork last night. How many want to see that?
It is high.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I love the cheeky look between Calamity and Velvet on that.
Yeah, no, that came out unbelievable. So, and like I said, that's here now. So if you got the poster here, we're gonna be able to print those whenever we're ready. All right, and finally me. If you watched the original pitch video, you saw me. I'm just kind of managing. I've got some program management background at work, which is why I'm so corporate up here. As we ran through this earlier, everyone was complaining to me that I was making it sound way too professional.
Like a business pitch.
But, I just kind of keep track of what's going on. I keep tabs on people, say, hey, how's this going? How's that going?
He yells at me when I fall behind.
Mostly, yeah.
Makes graphs and charts.
All that
Yeah, I do, right? I make tables like this.
Hey, look at table.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the project status here.
Yeah. So I think the main thing, and again, if you're up to date on the Indiegogo updates, you should know most of this. The audiobook, originally, I think our original schedule was to have it done next month. We are nowhere near that.
That changed real quick.
That changed real quick. And mostly, so originally, if you listen to our original pitch video, you'll notice it wasn't Jesse's voice. And that's because originally we were looking at just a VA contracting house who said, yeah, we can get a VA for you, they can work on it full time. And the number one thing we heard and the number one things we kind of thought ourselves was, it'd be really cool if we could get Nowacking to do this. But, I don't know, would Jesse really want to work on this? And apparently the answer was definitely.
That night was one of the greatest moments of life when he said yes.
Yeah. So yeah, and that was the big feedback we got from backers was, well, have you asked Nowacking? So we got in touch, and the answer was yes, but I have a lot of other obligations still, which is understandable. So it went from a full-time VA to a part-time VA, and that's really the main reason that we're behind. Not to blame you for everything.
No,
That's all your fault.
Yeah, I have prior commitments and stuff like that, and with regular voice sessions and stuff, and I try to get at least like an hour of audio raw to the week. But some weeks Pokemon Bridge might be in full production, and when we're in full production, I'm just voicing every day to make sure that Mike has one kid's, if you know Pokemon Bridge at all, I might be speaking nonsense. It has enough to work on it, so stuff like that, or if I have a last minute session where I go into New Jersey or the city, I'm like, oops, this was my recording time from Fallout, okay, I'll try and squeeze it in the next day, So things happen, and it's all my fault. I'm sorry, I'm a working actor.
But just the quality of the work is so much better.
It is well worth it.
So good. And honestly, that's the feedback we've gotten from our backers. I don't think we've gotten a single negative piece of feedback as far as Jesse. And
I'm gonna go write a hate comment right now.
She, as being the original VA, just cannot compare to what he can do. Jesse is fantastic. Jesse was born to play this role, so it's been exciting.
God, I love this panel.
Your height machine. This is so great.
What's the opposite of a roast? Because this is. Yeah, nice.
So yeah, as far as our other deliverables, for those of you who are backers, the exclusive poster artwork, as we just showed you, it was just completed. So that is on track. Limited edition CDs and records really is going to depend on what clips we decide to use. The longer we wait, the more options we have for clips to use.
And when you say records, do you mean like vinyl?
Yeah, no,
like physical LP33.
We are actually. That is so cool.
LP33s. I really wanted to have a super high-end tier that had the whole audiobook on them, but we did the math on it, and it'd be literally like 100 records. Each one having to be custom made.
Is it good? Is it? No. Is it in the shape of a vault?
Yeah, it's actually got the notches so your record player hates you as you're playing.
It doesn't actually, it's going to be a standard mode.
But it is going to have that awesome art on it, so.
Yeah, like on the cover, and it's going to be really cool. And it'll just be, it'll be a 44-minute, 22 per side record, just with clips from the book. So, and then we're also going to have that audio on CD for people who want like a limited CD. We are going to have the whole audiobook on the CD as well for a few people. I don't think we got a lot of fans in that tier, but
yeah, we're behind schedule on that one. I mean, we could send you blank USB drives just because it's going to have the Stable Type logo and stuff on it, but I mean, you probably want the book on it because that's what you requested. It'd be nice. I don't know.
So yeah, basically the things that are relying on the book being done, they're going to be behind schedule. All our other physical rewards, so we're pretty well on track with. I think a few of them are going to be, maybe a couple months into the fall instead of August, but
yeah, like I've got all the little pips, like they're lined up in my house right now, just getting falsies ready. But for the higher backer tiers, we got the rest of the characters, so Calamity, Steel Hills, everything. There's a lot more moving parts on those, and power armor is really difficult to make. So that's going to take a little bit further into the fall there for those guys.
Top Plush, would you say you have a stable timeline to the plushes?
Stop.
I hate you.
I'll see myself out.
I imagine making those is really trough.
All right. So how many of you said you were non-backers? Like you didn't back the project, but you still are interested? A lot of you.
Fantastic. It's
All
a
right.
good time for you.
Perfect. So I think this is the first time we've kind of sort of mentioned these plans to people when they've asked, but this is the first time kind of officially announcing it. So anyone who is a backer, you're going to have the book for 1 month before anyone else is going to have access to it. As you know, thank you for making it possible. So thank you so much. But after that, if you didn't get a chance to back it, we are going to give away the entire book as a free 128K MP3. So just, it'll be available, probably licensed under Creative Commons, and you'll be able to have it, share it, enjoy it. If you want the full quality lossless version, we're going to set up something with the charity where you'll make a charitable donation and receive the audiobook. So again, we're not keeping any of the money. You know, it's not, we did not do this to make money, we did this because we wanted this to exist. So, but it's going to be available. Who's ready to hear more of the book?
So we'll be going around while the audiobook here is playing and grabbing all your note cards. Be sorting through that for the Q&A right afterwards. All right.
So have your questions
If it
ready.
doesn't have a note card, we'll make sure we have a few extras.
Yep.
And
Get that about. We got a nice clip here.
Yeah, this is a nice long clip. This is the Stable 24 scene where Calamity and Wolf are exploring the stable. There's a lot of good chemistry in the scene, so we chose this one for that breakdown.
Why do you sit there sighing instead of trying one more time? I've been there, I know exactly what to do. I tried to love it fast. I learned it better when in the morning. Show you how it lasts. When you try and pray, right for the message you know this time. You are so young and you're so free, but you're dreamless. I can't help but see that you don't know what you really need. Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Till you really will last much longer, 'cause I got you to play, and will I be away? You'll say I was getting stronger. Try to prepare for the night you dare.
This is soil. Slammed.
I heard exploded.
I think that's the defenestrate guy. He's killing it.
I need a number.
6.
42, we got a 42. 42.
I need a noun.
Chef.
Someone said butter every single noun, and I think we should do butter.
Butter?
Use the only butter.
We need more butter on the Sonic.
I need a plural noun.
Jackal. Chapsticks. Chapsticks.
I'm kind of good at chapsticks.
Chapsticks.
Multiple
Yes. The history of Sonic cannot be written without chapsticks.
I need an adjective, please. I keep hearing pyroclastic, and I really dig that. You okay with pyroclastic? It's like pyroclastic flow is what comes out of the volcano.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
All right, there's something.
Actually, no, pyroclastic is the cloud of ash, isn't it? It's a good word, we're going with it. Challenge. Challenge. It's Mad Libs, you don't have to know what it means, it just has to sound silly, and pyroclastic has a nice sort of flow to it. An adjective, please.
Check. I'm hearing a lot of minuscules now.
Minuscule.
But I like ultimates, but
Minuscule.
The question is, who's going to read this? I think you should vote on who reads it. But we're not quite there yet. I need a place, please.
Bronycon.
Mitch, what do you think?
I think everybody said Equestria right away.
You had Equestria? Nick, what do you think?
Equestria.
Equestria. Amy? Equestria?
That's the first thing I heard. Equestria.
I need a funny word.
M.A. Larson.
Cat. Dog.
That's a good one.
Amy, your funny words.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism was a suggestion.
Write that down.
Because I'm not going to take the time to write that out. Oh, fine.
Chimichurri-changa.
Mentarian is... bloody hell. No worries. I need a letter, please.
B.
Comma.
Z.
Comma.
Z? Z.
Let's class it up.
You said it correctly, so... Add another letter, please. Duplicate.
Also Z. Sa. One short describe.
I had Delta.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
They're pulling the Greek. This is great. Yeah?
Sonic's gonna be done.
Alright, we have the full Sonic story here.
You should read it. It's so distinguished.
Why do I have to? It's your panel. I'm just moderating.
But you sound so nice.
Who wants Mitch to read it?
Yeah.
This is going to be a bunch of
Who
happening.
wants Nick to read it? Who wants Amy to read it?
Who wants Foley to read it?
Yeah, he's reading it.
I think Nick got more there.
I think Nick should read it in a zany Italian accent.
I can read it like Mario.
Can you read my handwriting? That's the question. Yeah, you should be able to.
But Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a 1990 Sega not to make a very greasy games. That's Nintendo's mascot, me, a Mario, is making more and more games that are way better than any of Sega's. Then Sega had the octopus. What they needed is a Mario of their own. They had the librarian, they're making a rabbit, they can stretch his biceps out and reticulate the things. That plan didn't go so well. They needed an animal that can defenestrate itself and hug enemies by doing only a spin. They noticed that hedgehogs have quills that defenestrate and hug. So they went with the hedgehog. This is like someone took Wikipedia and erased words.
Since he was planned to be a rabbit, that's the actual sentence, we didn't do that one. Since he was planned to be a rabbit, they programmed him to run at a cheesy speed. Then in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog was released for Sega Hedgehog. It just catches on fire. In the first year, it out-exploded Mario by 42 copies. Sonic was then known as Sega's butter. Over the years, Sonic has taken on many chapsticks. In 1998, he took on a pyroclastic style in the game Sonic Adventure. Today, Mario and Sonic are still minuscule rivals. Also, in winter 2007, Mario and Sonic will compete in the 2008 Equestria Olympics.
Yes.
Wow, good episode.
In the year 2007.
Crossover.
In the game Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the Nintendo Anti-Disestablishmentarianism and Nintendo Z Delta. Copyright Nathaniel Huddleston. See here? Okay, well. Thank you very much, Nick.
Now we need somebody to go into Wikipedia and change it to that.
Yes, edit.
Yes.
Alright, love letter sounds potentially problematic, so let's go with that one.
Oh boy.
Okay, everyone cool with that? All right. Starting off, I need a noun, please.
Pancakes.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish?
I pet a jellyfish yesterday at the aquarium, guys. Squishy.
Nice.
Did it remind you of love letters?
Well, that changes slightly.
This was very personal to me.
I need an adjective.
Squishy.
Squishy.
Squishy. Yeah, good stuff.
This one is now called Nick's Trip to the Aquarium. I'm mad-libbing the title of the
What kind of love letters have you been writing that include the words I don't want to know? Never mind. I need a noun, please.
Bottle cap.
Lobsters.
Lobsters. We're in Baltimore, shouldn't that be crap? No, never mind. Again, that shouldn't be in a love letter. I need a place, please.
Bronycon.
Baltimore Aquarium.
An adverb.
Evilly.
Evilly, yeah.
Evilly.
Throw a twist into this love letter.
Okay, let's see. Amy, I need a verb ending in ed.
No one else say anything, this is just Amy.
Farted.
Yes.
Nick, I need a noun.
Nick Confalone.
Toilet.
God damn it.
Hat trick.
Mitch, I need an adjective.
Princess.
Stinky.
Stinky.
like this level.
Oh, flips. Alright.
Distinct turn.
This is really going to be great. Okay, I need a colour from the audience.
Purple.
I'm hearing all the colours, so maybe it should be all the colours. Think?
Chartreuse.
I heard chartreuse, and that's the one that came to mind.
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
The truth.
It's a fun word.
It is.
I would have said pink, but I think I got it wrong.
Chartreuse. Okay, I need a noun.
Pancakes.
That's a proper noun. I guess my
Mitosis?
It's more.
North Korea.
Hold on, let me specify this a little bit more. I need a noun that's an article of clothing.
Overalls.
It's an article of clothing.
Clothing.
Socks signed by anyone.
Socks signed by M.A. Larson.
Oh, okay, that works.
They exist.
Socks signed by that guy. Okay, I need an adjective. Geriatric.
Geriatric's good.
Nicely done. I need a descriptive adjective. Oh, well, it's an adjective. It's by nature descriptive, but nondescript. Nondescript.
Nondescriptive adjective?
Nondescript, thank you. Nick, this is why he's the writer and I'm not. 12. I need an article of clothing again.
Kilt? Kilt? We had a kilt. Kilt.
Kilt?
Oh god.
Worn by that. Once again, I need a plural body part.
Hands. Yes.
Mitch is up here. It's got to be wings, right? All right. I need an adjective, something that someone might be. So
Addle.
Shapeshifter.
Addle.
Oh, adult. Okay, like in the brain.
Yeah.
Okay. I need an adverb.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah. Awkwardly.
Awkwardly?
Awkwardly?
This is a love letter.
Perfectly describes this panel.
Okay. Amy, I need a liquid. That was a poor choice.
Amy, I need a liquid.
It doesn't have to correspond with farting.
Snot.
Snot. Oh, really? What? Nick, I need a body part, please.
Nose. Give the man a body part.
Nose?
Nose. Other nose. Quotes. But you got, when you say it like you know what I mean.
You're the boss. Mitch, I need an adjective, please.
So do I. Help me out, you guys. Give me a chance.
Princess.
Yeah, I agree. Excruciating.
Let's maybe leave out any of the words that have racial connotations because they don't fit in here very well.
Excruciating.
Excruciating. I like that.
We're all in this together, you guys.
Oh dear. Okay, I need an adjective that is an emotion. An adjective that's an emotion.
Nervous-sided.
Everyone seems to be distraught.
Or distraught.
Okay, I'll split the difference here. We'll do distraught and nervous-sighted.
Oh, okay.
Nervous-sighted is good. Yeah, nervous-sighted is good.
It's possible. All right.
I feel like we need more pony-themed ones.
Oh, okay. I see what
If
I've
only
done.
there was some way to add booking ideas on it.
Another adjective, please. Adorkable? You like that, Nick?
Loves it.
I love it.
Adorkable.
This is a love letter.
It really is. I need a liquid, please.
Pride.
Liquid pride.
Liquid pride. Liquid pride.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's a good one. And it
Jesus.
a few bullets there. I need a plural noun.
Alicorns.
Oi, I said no, nothing racial, please. Nothing ethnic. Fair point, there is a distinction, thank you. Nothing ethnic either.
Alicorns is racial.
I need a food, plural, please. And princesses is not...
Cupcakes.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Dun, 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 dun.
I need a colour, please.
Always a couple seconds.
Purple.
The other choose. Pink.
Pink.
Oh, I like lavender too.
Again, I'll split the difference. We'll do pink lavender. Is there a difference? I'm colourblind.
Pink lavender.
Writers.
I need an animal, please. That isn't.
Bat pony.
I'm hearing some tiny horse.
Tiny horse.
I need the most bizarre animal you can think of.
Bat pony giraffe.
Horse with wings and a
Chimera.
I heard Triceratops from someone, I think.
Okay, yeah, I might as well say Velociraptor for the hell of it.
Okay, Amy, that was Nick. I need a verb.
Disqualify is going to throw a good wrench in it. It ties the bow around.
I need an adverb. Mitch. This is the last one, Mitch. I need an adverb. You do something.
Adverbs are hard. Drunkenly.
Alright, that finishes up our wonderful love letter. Who's reading?
Who has someone that they need to confess love to that could just read it to them over the phone right now?
Honestly, my handwriting is so bad. Should I just...
Yeah, read it.
Sorry. I want to get through as many of these as we can. This is fun, right? You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
Well, will you please read it to Amy? To Amy. All right.
Oh, jeez.
Amy, I'm so very sorry.
Oh, wow. We need some music.
Dear sweetheart, I lay awake all jellyfish thinking of you, your squishy smile, and our lobsters in Baltimore. Evilly, I recall our meeting. How my heart farted with toilet when I first saw you. How stinky you looked in those chartreuse socks signed by M.A. Larson. And those 2 nondescript kilts on your wings. I cherished every moment we were together and was addled when our date came to a close. I can't say how awkwardly I regret spilling snot on your other nose.
You guys, I think it's working. Just get hard.
You were excruciated about it, however, for which I'm grateful. You're so beautiful when you're distraught and nervous-sighted. You're adorable most other times. Your eyes are like deep pools of liquid pride warmed in the moonlight. Your cheeks are as rosy as alicorns. Your lips are like succulent crab cakes. Your hair
Oh shit, my camera's about to die.
like a triceratops on a summer's day. I can't wait to disqualify you again. Right soon, drunkenly, your friend Foley.
Yes.
Your cheeks are like alicorns. Remember that one, you guys.
Alright, we've got Harry Potter done. We have left up here, we have... Do you want to choose one or should we have the audience choose one? What have we got down there? This is personalised. We have a prologue to Romeo and Juliet.
Oh god.
More romance.
We did a love one though. Well, that's 2 households both alike in dignity and fair Verona, where we lay our scene where ancient blood breaks new mutiny and where civil hands make. Civil blood makes civil hands on the fleet. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes.
Dusty would have said the same thing.
Take their lives, piteous overthrows, blah 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 blah. They all die in the end. It has a high body count. Spoiler alert. Okay, a day in the life of a college student.
Guess we don't need to do that one.
Sounds good. I'm sorry, I was showing off there. That was an audio. A day in the life of a college student. That sound good? Or first day?
Do you have any college students in the
Bad
house?
day here.
We got some college students here.
College students?
They can relate to that one.
College? All right.
Let's
a
do
day
that.
in the life of a college student, and I'm just going to add in Brony. Student Brony? I mean, do you have like levels of Broniness? You start out as a student and you get your PhD in Brony by the end of it?
Obviously.
All right. Oh dear. Okay. I need a time span from you, Amy, please.
Time span.
That's it.
Yak smash.
Okay. I need a noun from you, please, Nick. Hearing a lot of yaks. All right. I need a verb from you, please, Mitch.
Smash, obviously.
Oh dear. All right. I need a verb from the audience, please. Undulate. I heard undulate and I heard regret, and I kind of like that.
Sounds a lot like my college experience.
I need a noun. It can be plural. It can be singular.
Party planner.
Well, Pikachu is both the single and the plural, so yeah.
Oh,
All right. I need a noun, please, from the audience.
Waluigi.
First capital. Okay, yes. Lovely. I need a verb ending in ing from you, please, Amy. Soul sucking.
I love how you answer. But I
Sorry, I'm
like,
still thinking about Kevin.
I do like soul sucking.
Soul sucking.
Well then.
All right. Nick, I need an occupation from you, please.
An occupation? flapjack flipper.
That's your job, right?
Yeah, I was a flapjack flipper.
Yeah. You were a flapjack flipper.
No, I've never been a flapjack flipper.
I would have believed you. You could have just said yes. I trust you, you see. That's why I wrote you that lovely love letter. I need a noun from you, please, Mitch.
Diamond Dog.
Diamond Dog? I need a noun from the audience, please.
Robbie Rotten.
I like spoiler. Okay, I need... Amy, I need the name of a famous doctor.
Yeah, Doctor Who. Nice.
Sure you don't mean Who's?
I heard Who's, and I heard Who. Can we do Who's?
Sure.
Doctor Who's?
Yeah.
Marvellous. Well, no. Nick, adjective, please.
Yeah, you know, you really wanted sinusoidal. For a long time, I've given it a lot.
Slimy...
Sinusoidal.
Sinusoidal, okay. I know that, that's a math. I need a verb from you, please, Mitch.
We're undulating.
A verb, huh? I don't know, give me some verbs.
You can shout them out, you can suggest stuff.
One verb. What? Smite.
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 Nice choice. Okay, I need a noun from the audience, please.
Hufflepuff defibrillator.
Hufflepuff defibrillator. They are